Hey, what's up everyone? It's Assad here. Welcome back to the 52 Cards channel. It seems like a lot of you really like that last trick I taught you. So in this video, I'm going to teach you another beginner trick, super easy. You'll be able to learn this thing in just a few minutes. It takes one piece from the last trick I taught you, the blind toss, but uses it in a completely different context. So let's dive in. It has a nice visual element to it as well, which is quite eye-catching and fun to watch. I'll give you a quick demo of what this thing looks like, and then I'll teach you the method. Here's how the trick goes. You're going to start off by having a card selected from the pack. Let's say they picked this card right here. Normally you wouldn't look, but in this case it really doesn't matter. Let's say it was the 4 of diamonds. Okay, at this point you would very cleanly lose it back into the middle of the pack. And then you could follow up by giving the deck a bunch of cuts if you wanted. You could even have your spectator cut the deck if they were so inclined. And then you would explain to them that you're not going to find your card. You're going to actually use some help. You're going to pull out your trusted assistants, the Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Diamonds. These cards are your helpers, okay? And they're very good at what they do, so it's going to happen very fast. Place one on the top, one on the bottom, and then I would also ask them to hold their hand out like this. Just makes it a little bit more engaging, and tell them to watch carefully. Don't blink. With my other hand, I could cover my eyes. Just let the queens do all the work. Do a little quick countdown. 3, 2, 1, and just like that, a card appears in between the two queens, and it is in fact the card that they picked. All right, so this trick is actually a really good opportunity to teach you guys about a really important concept in card magic known as the key card. Okay, this is going to help you beginners out with controlling a card that you want, and it's actually very easy to do. But you know, there's a lot of different applications for this key card. This is just one of them, but you'll see why it's so useful in a second. So what we're going to do is you're going to start off with a little bit of preparation. In this case, we're going to be using the two queens as our assistants, right? So one of the queens can just be anywhere in the deck. Okay, and then the other queen, the Queen of Hearts in this case, is going to be our key card, and it's going to start off on top of the deck. Okay, so at this point, we would have a card selected from the pack. Let's say they pick this one, and it's the 10 of spades. Okay, now you don't want them to pick the other queen. The chances of that are very low, but if you really want to eliminate that possibility entirely, you could just start off with a queen, the other queen, like nearly the bottom of the deck, and then just don't spread that far. But, you know, it's probably, if they happen to pick a queen, you could just do a different trick. It's very unlikely. 10 of spades is going to be their card, okay? Normally you wouldn't look. You would say, okay, go ahead and place it back in the deck. So what's happening here is I'm cutting the deck in half, doing a swing cut. You could do a cut to the table too if you wanted to, it doesn't matter. I usually do a swing cut. This card is replaced back, so this is our key card, this is the Queen of Hearts, so we know that their card is going directly above the key card, the Queen of Hearts. And because we know that, we can just very cleanly lose their card into the middle of the deck. Okay, but it's not really lost. And you can square everything up, and then at this point you can give the deck as many straight fair cuts as you want. That's not going to interfere with our key card situation. You could even have them lift off any number of cards that they want and then complete the cut, and we're good to go. Once you're ready, you would introduce the idea of you having these assistants that are going to help you out with the trick, and you say, my two assistants are the queens. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to turn the deck over, tilt it up towards yourself a little bit, and then you're going to spread through and locate the red queens. Okay, now if the first queen you run into is the Queen of Hearts, the actual key card, which is the situation is right there, what you're going to do here is you know that their card is the 10 of spades right away. It's the card right above it when the deck is face up. So you're going to remove the Queen of Hearts. This is the reason why you want to tilt up. You don't want to flash their card. You're just going to remove the Queen of Hearts, and then you're going to complete the cut right there, bringing their card to the bottom. Okay, and then you're going to once again continue to spread until you get to the second queen, and then you're just going to deal that card down, and you're ready to go. Okay, the other scenario here is if you run into the Queen of Diamonds first, the non-key queen. Okay, and in that case, very similar idea. You're just going to remove the Queen of Diamonds. You may want to complete the cut just for continuity, because that's what we're going to do again. Spread through again until you hit the key card, and then once again bring their card to the bottom. So essentially it's just a very simple way to control a card without any sleight of hand at all. Okay, so it's a very nice thing for beginners and very convincing. Okay, so we're ready to go now. Their card is on the bottom of the deck, and we have the 2 queens ready to go. You're going to place 1 queen on top, 1 queen on the bottom, and then you explain that, you know, this is going to happen really fast. The queens, they're very good at what they do. At this point, I would ask them to hold their hands out like this, and I would hold deck right above, and we're going to be doing the same move that we did in the last video I taught you. It's this this throw, this toss move, and it's very easy but very impressive what it looks like. So the only difference now between this version and the version we covered in the last video is now you're going to have the bottom card sticking out just a little bit, just so you can show both queens. And what that also allows you to do is, with my first finger, I can contact their card. It's right there. Okay, so my first finger is contacting that. My second finger, my middle finger, is contacting the bottom queen, and then my thumb is on top. So I'm just squeezing just a little bit and making contact to all 3 of those cards. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to toss the deck into their hands or onto the table if I don't have their hands to work with. And I'm just squeezing a little bit, applying a little bit of pressure, and then tossing. And what that's going to do is it's going to cause the entire deck to slip out except for those 3 cards. And when you do it fast enough, it's just like a sudden appearance of their card in between the queens. It's a really nice visual thing, very easy to do, and an impressive way to find their card. At this point, you would slowly and dramatically reveal that the queens did indeed find their card. All right, I hope you enjoyed that trick. If you did, please do give this video a like. It helps the channel out. Leave a comment down below. If you want to learn more card magic, there's a free intro to card magic course that you can sign up for. Link will be down below for that. And yeah, until next time, I will see you later. Peace.